You bring your palms together, thumbs to heart center. Or maybe the wrists stay down and the palms simply face up. We'll take 2 cleansing breaths, and then we'll open with Om. At your own pace. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Breathe in for Om. Don't judge that terrain, right? Notice what you notice. And just be okay with the sound and the vibration of that Om. And I'll actually say that's the first one of this new solar return, right? I just welcomed in, I guess they call that a birthday. Yeah, I just welcomed in the birthday the other day. So I guess that's like my first Om on the physical plane, recognizing, man, maybe that's why that felt so different, so brand new. All right, so guess what I did? I forgot to bring my speaker, and that's absolutely okay, because guess what? That means they will not turn me off on the intranet. And I got my speaker. You should be able to hear me all the way over there. So we're going to come and let's start in a nice tabletop position and finding our way into a nice simple cat-cow pose. And you can do this at your own pace. Little activity here. Get your spine warmed up. You'll know if you choose to tuck your toes under. You'll know if you want to flatten out those toes. Just notice what you notice about your feet. Make sure your hands and shoulders are in line. Just check in with your body. It is Sunday, right? First full week of July, right? First full week of July. So just take that in for what it's worth. Your cat-cow, and again, your own pace. You'll know when it feels right for maybe you start to move to the side a little bit, stretching through that side body, whether that be the right side or the left side. You'll know when to find your way, your space, your rhythm. Inhale and exhale. Make sure you're unclenching your jaw and you're not holding your breath. Allow the appropriate hang time for you. You'll know what that is. You'll know what that looks like. Oh, right? Be in no rush. And again, navel up and in towards the spine on that cat. Belly dropping down to the ground on that cow. You can let those glutes rock back to the heels. And again, this is a nice active cat. So check in with those palms. Make sure your fingers are gripping on the ground. You start to rock and roll that head between the shoulders while you're in that cow. Woo. Check in. Again, don't judge it. Make sure you are unclenching your jaw. Unfurl your brow. And just continue to bring that softness into the face as it applies, right? Glutes can come back to heels. Inhale and exhale. And again, your own pace here. If you want to switch things up, maybe when it feels right, come into tabletop and you can flip those palms towards fingertips to knees and find that nice southpaw tiger grip here, rounding the back, navel up and in towards the spine. Again, not holding your breath. Whew. Feel and notice, especially if you type all day, right? Let those forearms stretch. Right? Let those forearms stretch. Be okay. Nice little southpaw tiger, cat cow. Oh. And again, the jaw is unclenched. You are not holding your breath here, and you'll know when for your body. Back into that tabletop position. You can go ahead and flip those palms back around to the front. And just go ahead for now and just resume at your own pace, your cat cow, when it feels right. We'll take about 2 more rounds of this. Oh, feel between those shoulders. You should start to feel that space in the low back opening. You should start to feel natural heat between the chest because those shoulders are being activated, right? Right there on the back. And again, check in with those feet. If you hadn't tucked those toes under in a while, tuck the toes under so that way the arches of the feet can get a nice stretch, right? Just feel it. Don't judge it. And again, you're not holding your breath here. Unclench your jaw. We'll do about 2 more rounds. Your pace. If you want to stretch that side body again, stretch through that side body again. And again, just notice what comes up. Maybe chin goes towards the shoulder one more time. Look to the side, feel the sides of the neck. And again, the jaw is unclenched. And just remember, find neutral. Go ahead and walk those knees back in line with the hips. We're going to go ahead and extend that right leg out nice and long. Extend that left leg out. You're in a nice little plank. Lift those hips up. Find your down dog. Arches of the feet. Heels going down. Let those calves stretch. Shoulders are lifting up away from the floor. And again, you're not holding your breath here. Inhale and exhale. Feel and notice. You'll know when to maybe let's go ahead and bend this right knee. Let that left heel come down to the ground, letting that left calf stretch a little bit more, navel up and in towards your spine. And again, you're not holding your breath. Inhale and exhale. You'll know when to switch this out. Let that left knee bend. Right leg will be straight. Woo, yes. Let the arch of the foot be down. Heel is down. Calf, right side, getting that stretch. Tension out of your face and jaw. I'm going to give you autonomy here to start to jog this thing out. Alternate one knee at a time, one leg straight, opposite bent. Shoulders still lifting up away from the floor. You should not feel this in your shoulders. You should not feel it. Right. Let those calves stretch. Notice. We started with that left knee, left leg straight. So that'll be even when that right leg is straight. Your pace, your time, your rhythm, your body. Jog it. Maybe the head starts to rotate between opposite shoulders, opposite biceps. And again, not holding your breath here. Feel, find, and notice. Navel up and in towards the spine. We'll take a nice 3-legged dog here. So when you're ready, again, it'll be that right leg straight when it's even. Both legs will then be straight. We'll find this 3-legged dog. So let's get our right leg up in the air. Yep, let that left leg be straight. You can rotate that right ankle. Nice 3-legged dog with the ankle rotation opposite side. And if you're going one way, flip that rotation clockwise, counterclockwise, what feels right. And again, you're not balancing on those big toes or that big toe, left foot, heel, all the way down to the ground. Inhale and exhale. You'll know when to lower that right leg down. And then that left leg, bring it up. Nice 3-legged dog. Bring your navel up and in towards your spine. And then rotating ankle. Inhale. Exhale. And don't forget, Rotate it to the opposite side. Ah. Your body, your pace, your rhythm. You'll stop that rotation. Find that three-legged dog and then lower that left leg down. Even out this down dog. We'll take a minute, not a full minute. Lower those knees down and let those knees come out nice and wide. Find your child's big toes together, glutes to heels. Forehead comes down. You can let those arms come by your feet. Rest it. Inhale and exhale. Tension out of your face and jaw. And if you choose to rotate that head between right side temple, left side temple, rotate that head. And just notice. What do you notice? You'll know when to stop that rotation and maybe the head gently comes up. You let those knees and thighs come together. Let that, we'll let this left arm come up and let your left hand come to the right temple. Releasing that ear to shoulder, and then let this right arm come around the waist, the belly, opening through that right side of the neck. We'll get the opposite side. Left arm can come up, right arm, bring that left arm down. Right arm comes up, fingertips, temple, ear to shoulder, stretching through that left side of the neck. This left arm can come up, bringing that right arm around, wrap it around, stretching. Right on that left side of the neck, tension out of your face and jaw, and you're not holding your breath here. You'll know when to release that left arm, release that right arm, bring it out, bring it around, wrist to knee, not holding your breath. Your body, your space, your time. Nice little tabletop position here. Take your time with your body. Your left foot's going to come between your hands. Take your right toes, tuck your right toes under, bring that right knee back. Maybe get your blocks. Going to start to stretch into these hips, stretch into the quad. Back up, come forward. Stretching through that right quad. Finding space, time, your body, right hips, right inner growing. Take your time with your body. Do not be in a rush. Tension out of your face and jaw. Not holding your breath. If you choose to tuck the right toes under, tuck the right toes under. Tension out of your face and jaw, not holding your breath here. Maybe start to squeeze into that right glute, squeeze. Find even more stretch right in those inner growing, right in the hips. Tensions out of your face and jaw, and you are not weighted down on this left thigh. Oh. And again, just notice what you notice here. It's this right leg, right quad, right inner hip and thigh. Stretches, heel, arch of the foot. Oh, just continue to stretch. You'll know when. Back the glute up. Walk those blocks in line with the hips. Right knee is going to meet that left knee. Now, we'll stretch this out. Let your hands come onto the ground underneath the shoulders. Extending right leg, followed by that left leg. Nice little plank. Inhale, exhale, lift those hips up. Inhale, nice down dog. This right leg is going to come up. Nice three-legged dog. Then bend that knee and open this up for scorpion tail. Tension out of your face and jaw, and you're not holding your breath here. Curl those right toes. Gazes under that right armpit, not holding the breath. You'll know when to lower that right kneecap down. I'll say point it down and then extend that right leg out and then lower this right leg. Even out the body. Take your time. Left leg is going to come up. Bend that left knee. Curl those toes. Nice. Open it up. Scorpion tail. Feel all the way up that right leg. You just worked it. Notice. Tension again out of your face and jaw. Inhale and exhale. Right? Left knee points down when you're ready. Extending that left leg nice and long. Lower. Left leg down. Down dog. Lower. Knees down. Flatten out your feet. Lower all the way down to your belly. Locust hands bound. Find it. Oh. Inhale, exhale. You'll know when to lower down. Hands underneath your shoulders, tucking those toes under. We're going to take the push up, push. Oh, shoot, push. Yes. Find that down dog. Yeah, and let that go. Knees come down. Hands underneath the shoulders. It's going to be your right foot. Right foot between the hands. Get those blocks again. Tucking left toes under. Back that left knee up. Right? Use those blocks. You're going forward. Notice what you notice on this side. Anything that's coming up, let it go. Tuck those toes under if you choose. Left feet, left foot. Tone your belly. Tension out of your face and jaw, and you're not holding your breath. Maybe go ahead and squeeze into that left glute. Squeeze. Notice more space in that inner hip, more space in that groin. Do not try to hold on to anything that's coming up from this, right? Don't hold on to that. Let the breath in. And don't forget, there's a whole nother diaphragm in that seat. So if you start to feel air, good. Tension again out of your face and jaw, and you are not holding your breath here. All right. Man, it's just starting to feel good. Right? It's just starting to feel good. But guess what? Untuck the toes when you're ready. Move those blocks out the way, right? Back those glutes up. Hands on the ground. Your right knee needs to meet the left. All that. All right. Let's find it. Extending left leg. Followed by that right leg plank. Feel it. Lift those hips up. Nice down dog. Anything that's coming up from this, fine, right? Let's find it. Nice scorpion tail. Left leg is going to come up. I feel like, Teray, you did it backwards. Teray, you did this backwards. Say it. Yep, you did it backwards today. Go ahead and lower that left leg down. Right leg is going to come up. Feel it. Find it. You'll know when. Bending right knee. Open this up. Oh, yes. Gaze underneath that right armpit. Right toes are curled, not holding your breath. You'll know when for your body. Right kneecap points down, extending right leg, release right leg. Even out this down dog. Now it's this left leg, Teray. Yeah, left leg. Bending that knee, curl those toes, open up. Nice scorpion tail. Feel it. Anything that's coming up from this, let it come up. You'll know when for that left kneecap to point down, left leg extends and then lower. Left leg down, even out this down dog. We're going to take it all the way down. Nice little plank. Take your time. Lower, elbows close. Close. All the way down to your belly. You'll know when to lower. Cleansing breath. Let it go. Tuck those toes. Teray. You're pushing your entire body up. Push. Inhale and exhale. Nice down dog. Let's find a right foot between our hands. Right foot between the hands. Extended side angle. Turn the left toes. Block or no block. I'm always friends with the block. Outside my foot. Right knee is bent. Turn those hips open. Torso. I'm taking my block onto the second level. That way I have something to press into, right? Extending that left leg long. Look down at this front foot. Finding space. Shoulders, neck, ears, jaw. Bicep near your ears. Open. Extended side angle. Inhale and exhale. Not holding your breath. Unclenched jaw. We're going to take this into a twisted lunge. Take your right hand onto your left hand onto your hip. Left hand is going to come down. Turn the back toe straight. Take this right arm off the hip. Turn your belly. Nice twisted lunge. You'll know when for your body. Look down. Make sure there's space between the shoulders, ears, and jaw. Feel it. Squeeze the glutes. Back up to the ceiling. See it. You'll know when to release this right arm down nice and long. Move that block off to the side. Plant the hand. Step that right leg back. Nice little plank. Inhale, exhale. Lift those hips up. Nice down dog. Right, we're going to find this, the plank. Squeeze the ground lower. Push, push, push. Inhale and exhale. Lift those hips up. Nice down dog. Here comes this extended side angle. Left foot's going to come between the hands. Spin the back toes. Use your block. I'll start on the lower one, just so that way I can spin and open. Notice that spin and open happen from where the belly is touching the thigh. And I'm flipping that block up where I have something to press. Engagement. Weights on the outer edge of that back foot. Shoulders away from your ears and jaw. Hand onto the thighs. Bicep near your ears. Open. There's more space. Look down at your foot. Get the shoulders away from the ears and then bring that head back to neutral. If you want to see the ceiling, inhale, exhale. See the ceiling. Finding that twisted power pose. Right hand onto the hip. Right hand comes down to the ground. Move that block. Turn the back foot. Open this up, turn where the belly is meeting the thigh. This heel is going up to the ceiling, not up forward to the baseboard, up to the ceiling. Tension out of your face and jaw. And you're not holding your breath. Left hand is going to come down. We're stepping this left leg back. Nice planks. Inhale, exhale, lift those hips up. Nice down dog. All right, here comes work. Planks. Lower. Take your time. Lower. Balance. Oh. So, yeah, mic is still on. All right. We're going to have to push yourself up from the ground. Now, if you don't want to push yourself up from the ground, always just stay on your knees. Tuck your toes under. Find it. Push. Oh. Down dog. Lift those hips up, Teray. Yes. All right, we're going to come into the standing forward fold at the top of our mat. So come onto your tippy toes, navel up and in towards your spine. Walk those feet between the hands. Go ahead and soften those knees. Let the low back relax. Right on those thighs. Now, if you want to use your blocks, put the blocks on the outer edges of your feet. Maybe flip those fingertips to the rear. Find that southpaw tiger forward fold. You can straighten the legs. Let that low back stretch. You can feel all of that. Do not lock your knees. If you want to curl your toes up, that way the weight's actually sitting in your heels, glutes. Curl those toes up. And again, stretch the seat, especially if you sit all day. Right? All right, flip those fingertips back around. Move those blocks up, forward, off the mat. Ragdoll, slow, slow. Your arms will come up. You'll know when. You'll feel that. Chest comes up, see the ceiling. Oh, be okay with that back bend, maybe. Maybe hands find their way to prayer, so that way you can take your time, being gentle with your spine as you find your mountain. Let those feet come together, knees, thighs together. Root down. There's mountain. We're going to take a power pose, hands bound. But we'll start with stage 1 first. So let your hands come onto your hips and then put some space between your heels so your big toes are still touching. Go ahead and lift those arms up. Knees are touching. Start to bend those knees. Be here for a moment. Feel that low back. Feel it lengthening here. Now we're going to work this to where our forehead eventually starts to make its way towards the knees. Tone your belly. Tone your belly. Take your time. You can stay here, biceps near your ears. Wrists are in line with the shoulders, not fingertips sagging down to the ground. If you want to bring those palms together, tone your belly more. Slowly come up. Maybe the head comes. Releasing those arms. Finding your way to mountain. Those arms should feel so long. So long that we're going to go right to a standing revolved sage. Right? Standing revolved sage. Maybe your hands come onto your hips. Soften the standing knee. Well, let this left leg be stationary. Hands coming to the outer edge of your right foot. Outer edge of the right foot. Extend that right leg. Maybe the hand comes off the hip. Maybe you rotate. Maybe that gaze comes to the rear. Take your time. Woo. That was saucy. All right, that was real saucy, but we warmed up to perfection to get that. Soften that right knee. Finding that hand, outer edge of the left foot. Now this one, maybe the hand comes to the small of the back. Right? Maybe that helps you. Hand can come off the hip, and if it feels right, slow. Yep. Right. Again, very saucy. Yes. Inhale, lift those arms. Forward fold. There's length, 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 length. Lots of length. Maybe bend those knees. Maybe hands come onto those forearms. The forehead can get to the knees. And there's more length. Less space between the torso and the thighs. You'll know when to release those hands. Take your time with your body. Hands on the outer edges of those knees and thighs. You're going to step this right leg back. Step this left leg back. Hands are planted. Plank. Inhale and exhale. Down dog. We'll find another scorpion tail here. So let this right leg come up. Nice three-legged dog. Bending the knee. Open that up. Oh, it feels good. Right knee is going to come to the outside of this right elbow. Feel it. Find it. Grip. Squeeze that left inner thigh. Curl those right toes. Gripping the mat. Extend and lengthen. Right? Lower that right leg down. Inhale and exhale. Left leg is going to come up. Finding the scorpion tail. Bend the knee. Curl toes. Open up that hip. Gaze underneath. Left armpit. Feel, find, and notice. And then this left knee, left thigh, it's going to come to the outer edge of this left elbow. Go. Curl. Lengthen. Lower. Even out. You'll know when for your body. Knees down. Knees nice and wide. Big toes together. Back glutes up to the heels. Go ahead and bring the blocks with you. We'll get into those shoulders while we're here. You can start second level, elbows, second level, palms together. Palms together, fingertips to the back between the shoulders. Notice what you notice here. Space, and you can probably feel that the shoulders are saying, hey, I know what that feels like now. Take me a little higher. Right? This is a bit deep, deep, deep between the traps and the shoulders. So blocks are on the third level, palms together. Hands small of the back. And you can feel all of that. Just let it release. Unclench jaw. Not holding your breath. You'll know when to release those arms if you need a break. And if you want to go back to it, palms back together, fingertips between the shoulders. And again, just notice what you notice here. It may be a lot trying to come up, right? Because believe it or not, this is actually an inversion because your head is below your heart here, right? So there may be a lot trying to come up and release, and all of that is expected when technically you are partially inverted with your head below the heart. Now flip those blocks back to that second level. It's almost like going down the steps, going down a little lever here. So just don't go from 3 to 1. You'll know when it's time for one forearm, shoulder, elbow to come down, followed by the opposite. And again, just rest here. Notice what you notice here. Space, expansion between the shoulders. And again, as stuff starts to unravel, especially getting into those shoulders, you may start to feel heart heavy, right? And that's what's expected, right? But again, part of the yoga is to not get lost in those fluctuations of the mind, right? As ridiculous as it sounds, right? Do not get lost in those fluctuations. So we're going to use our block between our shoulders here, finding a way into a nice supported fish. And again, because we've opened into the shoulders and that chest cavity, we're going to take our arms holding on to opposite elbows here. We'll find a nice bound angle seat, right? Let those hips stretch. Right? Let those inner groin and thighs stretch. Now, if that fire log leg situation is not working, maybe those heels come together and you're in that bind, pushing those heels together, curling those toes to the outer edges of the mat, squeezing the glute here, and you're getting everything. All the spine lengthening, relaxing, hips opening, curled toes, arches flexed, shoulder girdle, chest. And just be all right. Your body. Now, don't forget those shoulders. You're holding on to one. So that means that one's dominant. So at some point, lift those arms up, fingertips back to the ceiling, and then switch it out. Holding on opposite elbow. Right? And if you're like, I'm not sure if I did it right, it's going to feel completely different. Right? And if it doesn't feel different, then you got to flip back out and flip back in, and you'll be like, oh, right? Feeling the inner groin. Just again, be okay with what you're noticing here. This looks unassuming, but it is big. It is powerful. It's effective. Right? Your body, your time. Now, if those hips, inner groin, are screaming, take your time. Elbows back to ceiling. Fingertips release. Let those arms come out. And then slowly work the hands to the outer edges of those knees and thighs and support knees and thighs coming back together. You can untuck the pelvis here. Let those knees and thighs touch. Let the heels come out wide and just take a minute. Now you can probably still be here with that traction happening in that neck, that cervical spine lengthening. And let's not forget, the yoga is about health of the spine, right? Gives you more time. So as you're making it longer, right, and allowing that oxygen to come in, be okay. We're going to slowly get off of this block now. We'll be gentle about it. And I'm still lengthening here in this supported kingfish. Oh, it feels so good. Oh, it feels so good. Oh, oh. Now, the best way, hands to the rib cage, bending those knees. Make sure there's not a block off to the side, and you're slowly curling yourself up into the tiniest ball, tightest ball that you can possibly get yourself into to balance out the spine from that. Anything that's come up from that, let it come up. Do not hold your breath. Whew. That was big. You'll know when to find an adjusted fetal. Whew. Anything again that's come up from that, be with the exhale, just let it all go. All right, be okay. This may have started to feel extremely hypnotic, but I want you to flip to the other side. So release whichever hand is closest to the ground that's not supporting your head. Gently come up. Be okay with your spine. Be okay with that childlike innocence as you find your way to fetal on the opposite side, right? Opposite side. Now, this may have felt very buoyant, right? May have felt very buoyant, very sacral energy, fluid, flow, right? And just be okay with that notice of momentum shift. And whichever hand is free, you're going to use that one down on the ground to gently guide yourself back up to a nice, comfortable seated position. And again, just be okay with anything that's come up from that. That was, I'll even say it, that was very intense. It was subtle, right? Because technically we didn't do much of anything, but that big, massive, right, standing twist. Now, we're finding a one-leg hero here. My bad. Take your right leg, bring your right leg back. Open this up. Let this right quad continue to stretch. And if you need a strap, again, use the strap. Now, again, I'm extremely long, and I love props, right? I'm extremely long, and I love props. Why? Because they actually make me longer. So please don't feel like props make it feel like it's rudimentary. Right? Props are so cool. Use them. And we'll take this extended side angle, one leg in, reclined hero, one leg hero. Hamstring is stretching. Oh, feels so good. Right? Now, you're going to have some autonomy here, stretching through that back. I'm going to take my side stretch here. So I'm going to hold on to the outer edge of my foot, bringing my right hand onto my hip. Now, if you don't feel as though you got that standing revolved sage very well, here's your opportunity, right? Let's rest just right here. Play on shapes. Hold on to the outer edge of the foot. And if you want to turn and open here, turn and open here. Guess what? You didn't miss anything. The stretch is just right there, right? The stretch is just right there. Right? We did it from standing. You can also do it from seated. Oh, and that felt really good. Oh, still feeling that inner right thigh working as that outer left thigh You'll know when to bring all of this up. And again, be in no rush. Now, after we've opened this, we're going to do the exact same thing we did. Turn and allow the torso to face the leg. Get that extra length here. Feel it. Curl those toes and go forward. Now, here's where I love a block. Gives me even more space to reach, right? More space to reach. Whew. You'll know when, and I like to take that block up with me. Torso is still facing that thigh until I'm all the way up. Healthy spine. Right? Use that block right between the chest. You'll know when, let all of this stuff go. Take your time with this. This is the most important, massive move. This right foot needs to come on the ground. Give that ball and socket a moment to be ball and socket. You can feel all of that, and then let this right sole of the foot come onto that left inner thigh. Anything that's come up from that, let it come up. And that was just as big as it was, or as it is standing, right? Oh, slowly take your time. You'll know when. We'll find this hero, opposite leg. Right leg's coming out. Oh, same thing here. I love these props, right? Love a prop. You should have zero aversions to props, right? All right, right around this right foot. Oh, turn. Start to walk down that strap. Nice long spine here. Oh, whew. Oh, feel it. And just be okay. Notice what you notice about this side, right? Hamstring needs to stretch, right? Touching my toes. Woo, arches of my feet. Oh, stretch. Even those right toes, or left toes rather, the ones back there, curl them. Let the arch of that foot still be engaged with this. Oh. All right, let's start to work this side body. So I'm going to hold on with the outer edge of my right foot, right hand, right foot, hand onto the hip. Now I'm turning here. Notice that turn. And this arm comes, up and over. And again, we basically did this in that extended side angle, right? Our first standing posture was that extended side angle. Here it is, right? We're just seated, right? Just seated. And again, be okay with what you notice in your body. And same thing here. If you don't feel as though that revolved standing sage was the jam for you, hold on to the outer edge of this right foot with that left hand. Right arm is going to come out. Here's that stretch. Same thing. Get it. Right. You're just seated here. Take advantage of it. Whew. You'll know when for your body. Slow. Right hand finds that hip. Or I said finds the hip. Finds that foot. Take your time. You're back in this extended position here to the side. And now you're going to use the strap. Torso, belly on that thigh. Come up. There's more length, right? Lengthen that low back. You can feel all of that. And again, here's where I like to use that block. I like to give myself even more space. Woo! Come on down. Inhale and exhale. Feel what you feel. Notice what you notice. That hamstring is like, thank you. And then I use this block. Continue to face that thigh until you're all the way back up, and then turn. Block goes back to chest. Keep all of this nice, stacked, healthy. And again, anything that's come up from this, you've done everything that you needed to do to make something come up. That left sole of the foot, again, this is massive. Ball and socket. Let that register for the hip, right? Give it time. And that's going to feel like a big bubble got released from the body, right? And then that right sole of the left sole of the foot goes to that right inner thigh. And again, let all of this come up. Do not forget the Hatha Yoga, right? I don't even want to use the word that I want to use right now, right? But the Hatha Yoga is designed to bring it up, right? It's designed to bring it up, right? And with the Hatha Yoga, bringing it up is like great, expanding the body. then becomes the next most important thing. So that way you can anchor, right? Anchor all that's coming in, because if you've evacuated the body, right, all of that universal goodness needs to come in. But that requires, never mind, I'm gonna stop talking, because I could do this all day, right? Between the movement and the talking while I get to do the movement, I can do this all day. Extended wide leg seated angle. Let those legs again be wide as wide is for you. Be here. And again, we've worked these inner thighs, inner growing today. So they should feel like they're, I don't want to use the word on fire. I'll use the word, they should feel like they're being worked, right? We're stretching into that, right? And then if you sit down a lot, right, hamstrings start to get weak. And there's those 3 heads of that hamstring, right? And that includes part of the inner thigh. So, you don't have to bring your forehead down to the ground. You don't have to extend those arms out to the feet. You can be here with the block and just resting those elbows in line with the chest, elbows in line with the shoulder, and just be okay as those inner thighs are stretching. Now, if you want to come out, all that's up to you. I'm giving you the option. You have the autonomy, but I need you to listen to the inner hips and thighs. What are they really saying? I'm going to take my hands to the backs of my knees and thighs to support those legs, right? You go wide, you go narrow. That's the rule, not my rule. That is the rule. So finding that forward fold here, legs together. Find that forward fold. And just again, notice what you notice here. Anything that's coming up, it was worth the price of admission. Great. Come up and let's go. Right? Evacuate the body. Anything that's not needed, anything that's not needed, it can leave. It can go. Feel and notice your body. Feel and notice your body. Feel and notice again your body. We'll take this seated fish, it's seated spinal twist. So let this right leg come to the outer edge of this left. Let's say right foot to the outer edge of the left. I'm holding on with this left arm around this right leg, lifting this right arm up nice and long, turning the torso at the thigh, releasing this left arm, bending this elbow, deep twist here, deep twist. Curl those left toes. And the right big toe should be down to the ground here. Inhale and exhale. Gaze over this left shoulder. Palms, fingertips together. You'll know when. Inhale. Exhale back to the rear. Inhale. Exhale. Hold on to that leg with both arms. Lengthen the spine. Feel long here. Tall. Be okay releasing that. Right leg lengthen. Nice seated staff here, bending this left foot. Left knee bends, left foot on the ground, outer edge of the right. Hold on, right arm, left foot, left arm up, turn. Here it comes, right arm release, bending right knee twist. Curl right toes. Gaze is behind you. Inhale. Exhale. We're going to the front. Inhale. Exhale, head to the front. Feel fine, notice. Inner hips, thighs, not holding your breath. You'll know when for your body. Inhale. Exhale, head back to the rear. Take your time. Inhale. Exhale, head back to the front. Both arms hold on to that leg long. Chest long, spine long. Space between the sternum. Anything that's come up from that, again, worth the price of admission. You did everything you needed to do. Find that staff. Pressure off the pelvis. All right, making our way on to our back. Finish this up. Have your blocks close, have your strap close. Hold on to the backs of those knees and thighs. Head's gonna come down. Let this right ankle rather, come on top of this left thigh. We're gonna find this reclined pigeon. Sole of this left foot's gonna come off the floor, cradle, outer edge of that foot, cradle, right knee, interlaced hands, head and shoulders up off the ground. Nice reclined pigeon. And don't forget the sole of this right foot is on this right or left bicep. So you should not see the sole of the foot. The arch of the foot is going down, right on that bicep. You should feel long, expanded, and an open hip. You should feel space across the shoulders, head and shoulders down, letting this left foot ankle be caught, left foot to the ceiling. Releasing that foot. And just be here in a nice recline, figure 4, still stretching the outer edge of this right hip, outer edge of this right thigh. Tension out of your face and jaw. Sole of this left foot down. Sole of the right foot down. You're going to switch it out. Left ankle over that right thigh, and then sole of that right foot comes up, releasing those hands, cradle the foot, cradle the knee, interlace hands, releasing right leg. Sole of this right foot comes down. Tension again out of your face and jaw. Squeeze that right glute. Still not holding your breath here. Not holding the breath. You'll know when for your body. Head and shoulders down. Nice flying pigeon. You'll know when. Let that left or right knee, right thigh, catch that left ankle. Release those feet to the ground. Sole of that right foot is up to the ground. Both toes are curled. And again, you're not holding your breath here. And again, just notice what you notice. The nice reclined figure 4 after a nice reclined flying pigeon. If you feel like a bird, beautiful. Interlace your hands behind, or interlace your hands, and then take your hands overhead. Find your shoulders. You may have to walk those shoulders out a little bit. And I want you to start with it this way. Heels pop out, outer edge of the mat, knees together. Lengthen those arms even more. You may have to walk those shoulders. You did a lot of work. Walk those feet, knees, and thighs back in line. And then take that left leg, release that left leg long. Now, you're still probably adjusting shoulders and spine. Let that right leg get long. You should feel so long that this should feel foreign to your body, right? You should feel so long that this should feel foreign to your body. Lots of space. Now, if I'm saying long, I feel longer than I've had ever, right? So we really did expand in there today. All right, so here it's going to come again. If you feel like that seated twist or that standing twist still leaves you thirsting for more, bend right knee, bend left knee, untuck your pelvis. Let's go opposite. Right knee is going to come off the ground. Left hand, outer edge, right foot. Find it, lengthen the body. Right, it's right there again. This is the 3rd time. Actually, no, because we did a standing revolved lunge. So this is the 4th time today that you have seen some version of coming across your body, right? Bend that left knee when you're ready, releasing that right foot. We're going to go right to the opposite side. Right foot, right hand, left foot. You should feel all of that space between your shoulder girdle. You should feel very proud, if anything, right? This is a very massive practice, right? Very massive practice. And it was good. You should feel good going into that first full week of July, right? You should feel good, right? Releasing that when you're ready. I don't want you to be in any rush for your body, but you can already feel it. Your body wants a bridge with those hands interlaced. You're going to know when. Make sure you can graze those heels with your fingertips. Be gentle. Be mindful. Glutes come up. Interlace those hands, walk those shoulders. Oh my God. And don't forget, we did that supported king pigeon. Oh, so you should feel your chest, like it is kissing the ceiling. Or you should feel like the top of your sternum is kissing your chin, kissing, right? Your nose. You should feel that much more space, right? That much more awareness in your body, right? You should feel all of that. You should feel good about this. And you're going to know when. Slowly, slowly, slowly release those hands, hips, shoulders, your body. You'll know when. Be in no rush. Be in no rush. We'll find a nice reclined supine twist. Let that left leg get long. Let this right foot come to the outer edge of that knee. Right knee is going over to the left. This right arm, be free. Left ear on the ground. Wringing out anything else that might be residuals, maybe even the root. If you start to feel this in your teeth, absolutely, right? You're right down there in that root chakra area. Those action organs sit in the face. So if you're feeling this in the teeth, that's okay. You feel that in the teeth, you are tapped in. All right. Right foot outer edge of that left. I said right foot on the outer edge. That's your left foot on the outer edge of that right. Left arm is going to come out nice. Feel it, find it, notice. After that supine twist, knees into the chest. Nice, Childs. Your body, your space, your time, your rhythm. There's a forward fold. Be in no rush. Oh. Oh. You'll know when. Find your way back down. You can take another bridge. Check in with those shoulders. Now, depending on how you are or where you feel you are today, if you choose to take a wheel, take a wheel. If you choose to take a nice supported bridge, maybe you take that supported bridge and you have that block underneath the glutes, right? But if you feel like you have that space in the shoulders that's just crawling and asking for just a little bit more, take your wheel. You can let those fingertips come by your shoulders. You should know how to take the wheel if you're going into wheel, but I'll instruct it because I'm on the Facebooker, right? So your hands are going to come by your shoulder, fingertips by your shoulders, elbows are pointing up to the ceiling. We're going to take this in one big, nice, big go up because I got this big ponytail at the top of my head. So if you need to do it in two, you're going to take the top of your head onto the ground. Maybe it stays there. Maybe you lift yourself up, or when you're ready, you'll know when. Go all the way up in one movement. Find your wheel. Oh. Oh. You'll know when to come down and let those knees touch. Now, you can either take a half bridge, just letting that pelvis reset after that, or you can take a block, maybe start on that first level, which would be here, to get that block to that second level. That way the hips, spine, pelvis, we're going for the pelvis to find neutral, allow the spine to be neutral. If you want to walk those fingertips closer together, if there's anything else that you need out of those shoulders and the chest coming together, maybe you find it here. And again, be in no rush. And again, don't forget the Hatha Yoga. It allows the body to excavate, right? It allows for the body to expand, right? It allows for the body to ground, right? So we're grounding expansion. And if you did not set an intention with your practice, maybe here, if you need to take a moment while you're in that space of allowing for the body, you can set an intention. And again, this is the first full week of July. Where are you going? What are you going to create? How do you want to feel when you've created it? If you're on that second block, maybe that second level comes down to that first level. And again, just allow the hips and pelvis that moment to balance. Inhale and exhale, feel. Inhale and exhale, notice. If you're on that block, maybe that block removes. Get it from the hips. And again, notice. When you're ready, you can let one leg extend out nice and long, followed by that opposite leg can extend out nice and long. Feel okay about your shoulders. You want those arms to come up. Feel good about that as well. Take up all the space that you desire to take up. Be in the nice shape of an X. Be in the nice shape of a wide H. Relaxed.